Good evening and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Chris Coffin. Chris, we got Dingo coming out. Already a fan favorite even though he's only had one match here at Metro Pro Wrestling.
I hate Australians, Dave. You know my philosophy on Australians.
No?
Hated Crocodile Dundee 2. Horrible. Quickly Down Under. They can't make any movies down there either. But you know what? I am happy that Dingo is on the roster at Metro Pro Wrestling. What a superstar this guy is. In the Midwest, a total legend. And what is this? What?
Oh, old school, yes.
Is he the bushwhacker now? He looks more like Jameson to me.
Oh, he's like the third bushwhacker. I love it.
Dingo here taking on one of my all-time favorites, Dave, the Danimal, Dan Walsh. And Dingo just barely escaping Dan Walsh last time, getting the victory because he had to use that chair.
Yeah, getting the victory is right, Chris. He got the W. Did you say Danimal is one of your favorite wrestlers ever?
Yes, and that's one of my favorite managers ever. It's two things colliding together that I love, the Magic Man and Dan Walsh.
I guess everybody's got to have at least one fan, and you may be the only one here at Turner Rec Center that likes these two jokers, Dan Walsh.
The ladies love him, Dave. Yes! Streamers! Dan Walsh got streamers this time, Dave. Yes!
That's a great trick, Magic Man. When'd you get that at the dollar store there?
What are you talking about? They don't sell that at Dollar General.
Yeah, it's probably not even a dollar, you're right.
Dan Walsh just told that dork in the front row of the soccer jersey, it's America. What's he wearing that for?
Kenny didn't know Sporting KC, the winningest team in Kansas City sports, Chris.
Look, I've seen you do this, Dave. I've seen you pull things like that out of your mouth, too.
Did you
yeah,
see
remember at the birthday party? Anyway.
What are you talking about?
What is going on here? What is Dingo, an artist now?
Oh, that's so true.
And what is the referee leading him around like a dog? Finally.
We'll say the Magic Man certainly is in rare form tonight. I was pretty entertained by that display.
What, Dingo wants to beat up Magic Man again? What, he don't have a neck brace on this time?
Well, if he doesn't get involved, I'm sure he won't get touched, Chris.
It's going to be great. What is Dan and the Magic Man talking on the apron?
I'm sure Magic Man's just giving him some great advice for this match, much like he did before his first loss against Dingo. Oh, oi. Come on, Chris.
Shut up, man.
What?
All these fans love chanting that with him.
Of course they do. It's a great chant.
I'm an American. We don't chant that here.
Got lots of Americans here who enjoyed chanting this tonight here, Chris. The fine folks here, the blue-collar folks at Turner Rec Center, come on. Yeah, they love these Australian chants.
I don't see any good people here at all, Dave. Blue-collar might be a step up. Here we go, Dan Walsh and Dingo now. Match number 2. We saw Dingo. It was a no DQ match.
Oi.
Dave,
what?
You're supposed to be calling the match.
Oh, sorry.
You're a broadcast journalist, damn it.
You're right, I apologize. You've taken me off track by your refusal to ever call it down the middle.
Dan doesn't like hearing it. I don't like hearing it. I mean, you're 0 for 2 right now. Here we go. Match number 2, as I was saying, it was a no disqualification match. Dingo wins it.
Oi.
What is this? I'm trying to discuss things.
Sorry.
And look, Dan is just like me. He's fed up with this, and I think he's heading to the back. He should leave.
He should. He's probably scared after the butt kicking he took in the first match, which you were interrupted. I apologize.
Nope. They used the chair.
Not only was it a great first match between these two in Metro Pro, talk about a storied history and a rivalry that's really spanned years and years.
Yeah, Dan talked about it. It's been over a decade since these guys first met. I mean, Dan Walsh is taking a little sabbaticals every once in a while from the world of wrestling. Like I said, he's an international superstar on MTV.
That's great, Chris.
Road Rules. No, the girls out there watching the show love him. But anyway, Dingo's here to ruin another girl's dream by having Dan possibly lose his second match. But it won't happen, Dave. This is not...
Oi. This is great. Awesome. Come on,
Are you
Chris.
done?
Do you ever want to have fun in your life?
Yes, I'm
You're
having
sitting there
fun
with this
talking
crowd,
about Dan.
sitting there crying about this chair. You might as well take part and enjoy yourself.
Dan Walsh, no
Dan Walsh had a
disqualification
chant.
match.
Nobody would join him. I guess that's why he doesn't do it.
He won a no disqualification match over Dan Walsh, Dave, because he had to use a chair to drive his head into it.
If I remember right, there was interference from the outside that kind of led to that ending. Maybe you've forgotten that.
You just said Magic Man was 1,000 years old. Is that guy really going to do anything to Dingo? Huh?
He certainly will try. He pretended to be a cripple in the last match trying to get the upper hand.
Nice takeover by Dan Walsh as this crowd is firmly behind Dingo. What a shock. It's only a second match here, Dave. That shows the legend of Dingo that these guys are already behind him this big.
No doubt about it, but considering who he's wrestling, they could almost pull a homeless guy up the street, and I think the crowd here turn around and be behind him against this jerk Dan Walsh.
Homeless guy, Mr. Fitness 2, either one.
That's one and the same, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at this nice headlock on Dan Walsh and Dingo. This is a regular wrestling match, Dave. No disqualification. Disqualifications are legal. It will end the match.
Look at that, Dingo with the shoulder block against the bigger man, Dan Walsh. And Walsh didn't even flinch.
Here we go. Yeah.
Nothing.
He ain't taking down Dan Walsh. Watch this. Third time's a charm,
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. What?
Oh, the elbow, that'll work.
No, it's supposed to be a shoulder block. Here we go, reversal though. Here's Dan.
Oh, Walsh lowered his head prematurely. Big boot to the face and a big flying cross body, but Dingo gets caught.
Telegraphed it first, but nice fall-away slam here on Dingo.
A huge high-impact move there by Dan Walsh.
And Dan going for the cover now, Dave. Here we go. Giving it up the series.
Got the leg hook, but only a 2 count.
That was a 3 count. This referee's horrible.
Oh, again, continued to work over that neck. We talked about it in the first match. Dingo had a broken neck before, and Dan Walsh going right after that injury.
Yeah, Dingo taking time out of wrestling as well. Serious neck injury. Coming back here to Metro Pro Wrestling, and Dan Walsh knows exactly the sweet spot to work over Dingo. I mean, Dave, this is all legal. If Dingo doesn't want his neck broke again, he shouldn't be back in wrestling.
Oh, now the knee being driven right into that vulnerable neck area.
Dan Walsh, nice. Laces to the face, Dave. It always works.
Dingo looks like he may be bleeding from the lip, Chris. At least he's checking himself out there. Big boot to the midsection by Danimal, and another, and another.
Those black boots going into the chest of Dingo, a la Stone Cold Steve Austin, stopping a mud hole, Dave.
Dan Walsh pretending like he couldn't hear the referee's count there, Chris.
Well, I didn't know he could count over 2 anyway, so who cares?
Come on, show referee Wilco some respect here, Chris.
Here we go, Irish whip into the corner, up and over goes Dingo, nice knife edge chop.
Like you said, Wilkos was the best referee we had here at Metro Pro.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel.
I guess that's not saying much, is it?
No, not at all.
Walsh misses with a chop, and Dingo does it.
Unless Dan Walsh wins, and then referee Wilkos is the greatest in the business. Here, look at all these.
He's doing a D-I-N-G-O chant, Chris, with the chops. It's incredible.
And another Aussie chant here as the plebeians continue to mock everything he says like sheep they are. Look, Dingo's holding his neck, Dave, even though he's in control here. Look, Dan, though, taking him out of the corner.
So you see here, oh, big slam.
Spine buster on Dingo, just snapping that neck. That tattoo's that's a big target, Dave. Just slam him on that, and his neck's gonna pop open.
So shut up, Chris. Only a 2 count in your stupid comments. I get why he's going after the neck, but I can hardly stand watching it. I don't want to see that guy get his neck messed up seriously again.
You know what? Don't come back, okay? Don't come back if you don't want your neck broke.
I don't know if that's a good attitude, Chris.
What are you supposed to do,
well,
Dan?
The guy loves wrestling. She just sit at home and quit. Give up on his dreams.
You're Dan Walsh, Dave. What are you supposed to do? Not go after his neck? Huh? Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Neck breaker. It's over. And Dingo could be in serious trouble here in only his 2nd match in Metro Pro. Here we go.
Only a 2 count, and we mentioned Magic Man getting involved in the first matchup.
Yes.
They showed him outside the ring, and come on. Looks like he may be trying to smuggle in a medicine ball or something for tonight's match, Chris.
Why are you turning your hatred towards the Magic Man?
I just said it looks like.
Here we go. Pile driver, Dave. How great would this be? Just bringing all that weight on the neck, and Dan goes home victorious.
That would have to be it if Dan Walsh could hit this, but Dingo able to block the first 2 attempts. And there, reversal.
Back body drop on Dan Walsh and Dingo. Now the momentum going his way. Look at this. Snapmare, kick to the back, kick to the face.
Backdrop on the chest of Dan Walsh. Now Dingo with the cover.
Get up!
Again, only a 2 count.
Where's Magic Man? He needs to get in here and throw around some rubber chickens. Take Dingo's mind out of this.
Is that all he brings to the table, Chris? Maybe he could bring a rubber chicken into the ring.
He's done it before, Dave.
He has done it before.
It's called tactics. Here we go. Top rope here for Dingo. Look, Dan's pulling Wilkos in the way.
Yeah, Chris. Come on.
That's what he brings, Dave. The shooting flower. Yeah, Maybe it's bleach. I've seen Brett Saberhagen do that 20 years ago.
You saw him shoot people with bleach?
Yeah. Here we go. He was with the Mets, Dave. Don't you remember that? Look at this, though. This is the guillotine choke.
Oh, what a submission move, but Dan Walsh gets to the ropes.
That's a choke, Dave. That's not a submission. I call it a choke.
A referee wasn't breaking the hold, Chris, so it must be a legal submission hold.
Oh, look at this. Throwing him into that second rope now, and Dan Walsh going to work. Look, his throat on that second rope, Dave. Dan Walsh kicking it, and just the reverb through the neck of Dingo.
That'll hurt him on his Aussie, Aussie, Aussie chant, Chris.
Dingo reversal, though. Here we go, another guillotine here, Dave.
He's got it locked in this time in the center of the ring. Referee again declaring this a legal submission hold.
It's a choke!
Oh, Dan Walsh just tapped out. Yes.
Dan's 0 for 2 against this guy?
And Dingo pumping his fist. A huge win for the Aussie.
Where the heck is Magic Man? Must not have been bleach, Dave. Must have just been water. Dingo gets the victory. Come on, Dave.
And you taps out. Chant ringing out from the great fans here at Turner Rec Center. And look at the loser, Chris. On all fours.
He's the most lovable loser we have here, Dave.
Oh, there's lots of losers that you like here at Metro Pro, Chris.
Well, he's not one of them, Dave. This guy is a winner. Dan Walsh.
I thought you just said he was a lovable loser,
You just,
Chris.
well, because he's a lovable guy, okay? It was alliteration.
Oh, yeah, real lovable. Look at him. A cheap attack from behind.
Come on, make him pay. Make him pay.
What? Make him pay for a legal win?
Yes.
Is that what you want?
I can't teach you. Oh, what's this?
Is that Sarah
Put it
Palin?
down right now. Dingo has had his neck broken. His neck is held together with pins. You are not going to do this. I heard what you said. You want to break his neck. You are not doing that to a Metro Pro wrestler. That is not happening tonight.
He's turned good. What's going on here? Dan's put Dingo down.
If you do not put him down and get out of this ring right now, you are suspended.
Whoa, big words from the interim commissioner.
Dan better consider this. What? Oh, I guess he doesn't care, Dave. Look at this.
Oh, come on. Enough is enough. Oh, the neck right on the knee.
Look at Dingo's down like a heap, and Commissioner Wannabe Girthy says that he's suspended.
Get out of here! You get him out of here!
He's kicking Dan Walsh out of the arena, Chris, and he's going to lose his lucrative paycheck for tonight.
I don't even know if Dingo can even stand up anymore, Dave. Dan Walsh is taking him out. I guess he doesn't care. He'll take the suspension. He's going to take Dingo out once and for all.
Well, I've never believed one word that comes out of a politician's mouth, and I sort of consider Girthy to be a politician right now, but you have to admire what he's done here tonight, trying to protect the neck and the career of Dingo.
He's a candidate for commissioner, and his running mate, we've heard Miss Natural, she's out there telling Magic Man to get out of here. Now Girthy's telling Dan Walsh to get the heck out of here.
The crowd doesn't know what to think either. They've never seen this side of Stephen J. Girthy.
Girthy's saying he didn't want to have to do this because I know Girthy is a big fan of Dan Walsh. I guess he just feels the pressure. He has to make his constituents happy, Dave.
Or maybe he's actually turned over a new leaf, Chris.
No way.
Maybe he's actually got a heart.
That can't be, Dave. He's a politician. Come
Well,
on.
he seemed pretty sincere here, Chris, trying to do the right thing, so to speak.
Dan Walsh, though, is irate. I don't know if he really understands the adrenaline, Dave. I don't know if he understands that he is suspended now. I have no idea for how long, but he is out of here.
Dingo gets a huge win, but Dan Walsh with the final word here in this battle is Dingo's still not up to his feet.
Look at that, they're chanting you tapped out, but Dan's telling him he's done. And look at Dingo, can barely even gingerly getting up on those ropes. Look, throwing away everybody. He doesn't want help, Dave.
Girthy offering a helping hand, like you said, but Dingo wants to do this on his own, and hopefully this won't be anything that's detrimental to his career. Oi, oi, oi! Come on, Chris, let's celebrate this big win.
I can't believe Dingo is able to get up to his feet after that, Dave. I mean, we all know the ginger neck he has at this point.
Come on, Chris. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Come on.
What does that moron have that? What does that sign? Shut up, Chris!
Oh, yeah, that's my patented line. You say stupid stuff all the time. I have to tell you to shut up here on the air.
It's real creative.
It's a great sign.
Look at Dingo. The commissioner candidate, Girthy, referee Wilkos. Dingo. And this crowd, I'm hoping for the sake of Dingo, Dave, that he can wrestle one more time, but I mean, I can't blame Dan for doing it.
Shut up, Chris.